guys, it's Caroline, and for today's video I'm going to be doing what I like to call Waxing 101, and that just means I'm going to be telling you pretty much all about what it is whenever you get your eyebrows waxed and get them done and everything, just in case you were wondering of whether or not you want to get your eyebrows done, so you want to know exactly what to expect, or if you just have gotten them done but just want to make sure or something. I don't know, I like to make this video just so that for whatever people want to know kind of what goes into getting your eyebrows waxed and everything, that you can have something to look at so you know what's going on, make sure you're making the right decision and all of that stuff. So that's why I'm making this video. Whenever I first wanted to get my eyebrows waxed, there wasn't really anything up there for me to look at, so I kind of went in it to not knowing what was going to happen, so I thought I would make a video so people can kind of get an idea of what's going to go on whenever they get their eyebrows waxed. If you like this kind of video idea and you want to see more, make sure to subscribe to my channel down below, because I will be definitely posting a lot more beauty videos soon, because I actually really like beauty and I really like the inner and outside beauty videos, and those kind of make me really happy. So I'm going to be posting more of these soon for you. And if you want to see kind of an eyebrow routine video, so kind of what I do for my eyebrows, then you can like this video and I will honor that and make one for you in the future. If that is something that you guys want to see, then just like the video and I will do that for you. So without further ado, let's get started. So pretty much you probably know what waxing is when you get your eyebrows waxed, but if you don't, what it is you have this wax that's going to go over the hairs. And they put a little piece of paper, and it is taking the hairs out of the skin. I think it's the follicle. They're taking it out of the follicle, but either way, you're taking the whole hair out instead of while they're shaving. You're just cutting it down, and threading takes it out too, and it just hurts more of a waxing. Just takes it out nice and easy, all of them at once. And so it takes a couple weeks for it to grow back because you take it all out at once. And it's really efficient if you want to have your eyebrows looking on fleek, looking good. You know what I'm saying. So that's pretty much what waxing is. So a couple questions you may have about waxing is like, what's the price? Where do I get it done? What goes on whenever you're getting it waxed? So first of all, whenever you get your eyebrows waxed, you want to go to either like a nail salon or a wax, like a specific wax center. I don't know if like European Wax and all that, I don't know if they do eyebrows. I know that they do like Brazilian and everything, so I don't know if they do like eyebrows, but they probably do since they're a wax center. So you can go to like a specific wax place, or you can just go over to your favorite nail salon, because most all nail salons have a wax center where they're waxing everything. You can really get anything at nail salons, so I think that's pretty cool, and it's a cheaper price than going to a wax center. Now for cost, whenever I go to a place, I am normally paying $8 for the wax, and then I give them a $2 tip for whenever I'm getting mine waxed. It might be different in some places, but I usually see around $8 or $7 to get it done, so it's not a very big investment, and it's really convenient that they make it kind of a cheap price, because you do have to get them done more than once a month. If you're lucky, you don't have to, but for most of us, you have to get them done more than once a month, so it really makes it easy to pay for it. So mine usually costs $20 a month because I get them done twice, because for me, my hair doesn't grow back for another 2 weeks after, so that's when I get them done again. It's really not that big of an investment if you are willing to do it, but it definitely beats doing it at home because you get a lot more done. You have professionals who are doing it. So for the process of getting them done, usually when you go in, you're just going to ask if you can get your eyebrows waxed, and normally they will have someone who's already there to wax eyebrows, everything. So they will take you back to a separate room normally. They normally don't do it in front of like the nail salon. I've only had one place do that to me, and it was kind of weird, so I prefer going back into another place to get it done. And they usually have a wax room and everything, so they'll sit you down. So if you might think that they just wax your eyebrows, you would be wrong. I actually thought whenever I first got my eyebrows waxed that they just wax them, but they actually do more than that. They will use a couple of products on your eyebrows to make sure that they look better, and they won't just wax them. So a couple products they might use are tweezers, and they can use this just to get hairs that they can't really get whenever they wax. So they might use like a big pair, a small pair, but either way they're going to use tweezers. Probably get like the little hairs like down here or up here. They also might trim your eyebrows, so they'll use two things for that. They will use a spoolie brush, and they will just use this to kind of push your eyebrow hairs up, And this is just going to be used to whenever at the beginning, so they might push it down just to make sure it looks normal, push it up so they can trim, so they will use a spoolie brush. And they'll also use scissors to kind of trim the eyebrow hair, so they'll just go and they trim them, and they might trim right here in the corner, or they might trim right here on the top, just to make sure that it all looks good. So these are kind of different products they might use besides just wax. And then obviously they will wax your eyebrows. Sometimes they do it before they use all of these products, sometimes they do it after. It really depends on your wax technician, your person. I don't know really what do you call that? I don't know what to call that, but whoever your person is, they might do it first, they might do it last, it really depends. And if you're worried about pain, the first time you get it done, it might hurt a little bit, but it actually doesn't feel that bad. This is one of the times where, the anticipation is worse than the actual thing. Because like up until, like even now, up until they get it done, I'm like, oh my gosh, no, they're about to do it. Hey, that wasn't that bad. So it's not as bad as you might think it is, because I was like, the first time I got it done, I was like, why am I doing this? Can't go back now. This is a really bad decision. And you might think it's gonna suck, but then it's like, hey, that wasn't that bad. So it doesn't actually hurt to get them waxed that much. Sometimes you're a salonist or your wax person, I still don't know what to call that, they might do something to help take away a little bit of the pain, because it can hurt a little bit afterwards. And they can use either this liquid, and I don't really know what the liquid is, but it's cold, and so they might take a cotton ball and kind of like rub it over your eyebrows, or they might press down on it. I know that's one way to get rid of pain whenever you're waxing. People do it all the time at home whenever they're waxing like their legs or something. They'll just like press down on it and it helps relieve the pain. I don't know how that works, but it does work because I've had people do it to me sometimes. So that is something that could happen. Keep in mind also, whenever you get them waxed, sometimes you might feel a little oily up there because of the wax, or because if they use a liquid to kind of get them back in place or something. So you might want to wash your face after you get them waxed, or you might want to take like a makeup wipe and kind of wipe around them just to make sure that they kind of get all of that oily stuff off, because sometimes it can feel really gross and it can look kind of shiny, and that's not always cute. So just kind of get that off if that happens to you. Now, it is pretty much a guarantee, at least for me because I have really pale skin, that my eyebrows are going to get red afterwards. And if I'm going someplace after I get them waxed, I don't want to be having like this awkward red band. Makes it look like I'm a superhero or something over my eyebrows. So I always like bringing a little kit with me just to kind of touch everything up. Now, this is kind of a big bag because I couldn't find the small bag I usually bring. I don't know where that went, but in here I just have a couple things I bring. I usually bring concealer, just because concealer helps to make sure that the redness doesn't show, and I use like a pretty good amount of concealer just to make sure it kind of alleviates the red look, or sometimes takes it all away. It really depends on how red it was, but concealer is always a really good thing. And because I have oily skin, concealer can make it shiny. I bring a little pressed powder and a little brush just to make sure that I can get rid of this shine, and so it looks kind of like the rest of my face with the shininess and not there. And then I'll usually bring a brow pencil or a brow kit, and this is just to fill in my eyebrows and make them look how they normally do, so that they're not any open spaces, and make it look like my eyebrows are done like the rest of my face. Yeah, that's pretty much what I use to bring, and I'll bring it in a bag, and I can do it in the car on the way to wherever we're going. Sometimes I do it there. It's just so it doesn't look as noticeable out in the public eye. That's pretty much it. A couple tips I do have for you is, one, try and find a good salon. I've gone to multiple just to try and find one, and I finally found one that I am just sticking with, that I always go there to get my eyebrows waxed. I don't go anywhere else, and have this be your #1 salon, because you know how they're going to treat your face, you know who the people are that's going to be doing it, you can trust them better. Also, make sure you look at them before you leave, because this is a service like you were getting your nails done or your hair done or anything else that they might be doing. Make sure you are satisfied with it before you leave, because you are paying for it, and this is a service that you're getting. So if you're not satisfied with something or you want something done, you can politely ask them to maybe change it. Also keep in mind, your eyebrow wax people, they might suggest something like growing out hair, or they might suggest keeping something there because it looks normal, and that could be a thing. If it doesn't look normal to you or you don't like it, you can ask them to get rid of it, but sometimes I would take into consideration what they're saying, because if you see some of oh my gosh. If you see some of my old videos, you can see that my eyebrows are like really far apart, and that's because I used to shave them, and I would have them wax off the shaved part, and it ended up making them look really far apart, and I thought it looked normal, but now looking back at it, I actually am noticing like whoa, my eyebrows don't look normal. That looks so bad. I don't know why I thought that looked cute, why I thought that looked normal, and it doesn't, because they kind of made me grow it back in. They're like, it doesn't look normal. It needs to be right here at the corner of your eye. That's where your eyebrows need to go, and everything like that. So that's why I grew them back in, and I'm so glad I listened to them, because I had more than one person tell me that. So I was like, maybe I should think about maybe growing them back in, and thank God. So that's really it. That's pretty much all you need to know about getting your eyebrows waxed. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see my eyebrow routine, also make sure you give it a thumbs up, and you can comment down below any video requests, any questions you may have in case I didn't answer them, and I will pretty much try and let you know those, or just anything else you might want to know or anything. You can leave those comments down below and I will try to answer them. Also comment down video requests. If you like my videos and you don't want to miss out, then make sure to subscribe to my channel, because I will definitely be posting more videos. I post every Monday and Thursday over the summer, so I will be posting more videos very shortly, and they will be there for you. So I am excited for them, and I hope you are too. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I will see you guys in my next video. Have a lovely day. Bye!